Hiya, it's Amanda here from Lolli Lulu Crafts, and today we're going to be taking a look at some Stampin' Up! Products, including the brand new In Colour collection. So just quickly, first of all, to apologise for the lack of videos. I have had a minor op on my eyes, not laser surgery, but just a minor op, and I thought I was organised, but apparently I wasn't, so apologies for that. So now straight on with the video. So let's have a look at the colours that are out for this collection. So we've started with Secret Sea. This is the cardstock. I will show you the inks and things, which will get you a better look at the colours themselves. But the cardstock comes in packs of 20 like this, or you get a pack of 20 that have 4 of each of the 5 colours in it. So we've got, as I said, Secret Sea, which is like a sort of dark grey colour. Then we've got this beautiful yellow called Darling Duckling. Then we've got Strawberry Slush, really pretty. And then we've got Timid Tiger, lovely sort of, it's quite a soft orange. It's definitely orange, not coral, but it's quite a soft colour, which is nice. And then we've got this lovely, I was sort of a bit unsure of this when I saw it, because I thought, oh, grey. But actually it's really like a sort of powder blue sort of grey, powder blue grey, if that makes sense, which is really, really nice. And that's called Cloud Cover. So that's the 5 new colours. Now I also got the ink pads. However, I don't know if it's the same elsewhere, but certainly over here in the UK, unfortunately they've pulled Cloud Cover at the moment. I don't know whether they'll be bringing it out later on, but they weren't satisfied with it, so there is no Cloud Cover in the inks. I personally just decided to leave it for now and see if they sort it out and come out with it later on. So for now we've got these colours. So as always, let's have a little look at what they look like. So I've got a piece of cardstock and a stamp, and I decided to use my happy birthday stamp this time. I've also got the markers. These are the Stampin' Right markers. I like these as opposed to the newer ones. Just really, I'd got these collected for every colour, and I like the fact that they have, I'm going to get them out so we can do them at the same time. They've got the 2 different ends. Let's have a look on a darker one so you can compare. So we've got the brush marker, and then we've got like a little right marker there, thin tip. Now I've already taken the wrapping off these. I haven't tried them, and I've also taken the sticker off the back and popped it on the front here, and that you, when you slide in your little storage compartment, will show you the colour. Gracie's just run off with something from my collection. Okay, I've rescued it. I had a roll of washi tape, which I'll show you in a minute, and she thought that looked like a good toy. Right, so going back to this, so we'll just to watch her because she's been in a little paddling pool, so she's a bit wet, and I've got stuff all over the floor. So here we go. This is our Secret Sea. Not the best stamping in the world, but so that's the Secret Sea. Next we've got Darling Duckling, and of course don't forget at this point in time they're very juicy, so you could stamp off if you wanted to have it slightly less sort of strong for the first time stamp. But that's come out really nicely as well. I've just got my little Stampin' Up! Stamp cleaner here. So this is our Timid Tiger. I'm curious to see how this comes out. Oh, lovely. And don't forget, as I said, they always dry off slightly lighter, so you'll see that in a minute. And then we've got Strawberry Slush. That is a very pretty pink. You can just see that there. Okay, so that's our inks. because as I say, we haven't got the fifth one. So let's just go down now with the markers and compare. So we haven't got this one, but I will show you it. So let's go down in order first of all. So we've got that end, and then the thin end. So that's Secret C. Then Darling Duckling. Let's see which end we've got there. And then Timid Tiger. And then Strawberry Slush. Oh, there we go. And then the one that you haven't got as a ink yet is Cloud Cover, which is a really pretty colour actually. So there's our 5 colours, well, 4 inks and 5 markers, and obviously the cardstock will match all of those as well. So that's the new In Colour collection for 2025 to 27. And what I will do is I'll take a photo of this and I will put this photo of this on the blog post for you so you can see it. Now let me show you what else I got from the catalogue, and just, I don't know if they're new items or items that already existed, but these are what I got. Okay, so the first thing I'll show you is this beautiful Florals in Bloom paper pack, 12 by 12. I'm not entirely sure how many sheets there are, to be honest. It's a bit tiny for me to read at the moment, but it is double-sided. You get 2 of each. So you can see both sides there, hopefully. Really pretty. That's the last one of that. And then this is what Gracie ran off with. This is washi tape. They call it Extraordinary Floral, but I think it goes, I'm not sure if it's meant to, but it looks to me anyway, just at first glance, that it would go really well with that paper. So it's a roll of washi tape that's thick, but there's something a little bit more to this. You can use it just as it is, but it also comes with complementary or matching stamps, so they're basically the same design, and it's got some sentiments there as well. So you can stamp it or use the washi tape, or you can use the 2 together, which is really nice. And these are photopolymer stamps. Yes, it is actually one big stamp, and you'll see why in a minute. And so you stamp all of it, but you don't have to stamp all of it, because you can of course stick it down and then just stamp out that one part. But what I got as well was the die, which you can see here is a complete die. So just close that up. That will then die cut that as a complete set as well, but it also die cuts out of the washi tape. So you can stamp and colour, or you can use the washi tape and die cut it, and you could have a combination of both on your cards. So there's a few different options, and I just thought that might be quite fun to try out. And I just thought this was going to be really fun to have this colour wheel. It's got, hopefully you can see it, it's got like the names of all the colours of the main card collection colours. I don't think it has obviously any of the In Colour collections. And then you've got the part that goes on the top, and it's got different parts, and we'll go through that in detail in a different video. I'm going to do a whole video just on this, and it's got a little pin to put it together. So I thought what we'd do is, as I said, we'll do a whole video on just on how we put it together, which should be fairly simple, and then how it's used. Again, a lot of you probably know that, but there may be some out there that don't, so I thought it would be fun to do a separate video on that. But I just thought this would be a really nice way just to get a fresh kind of set of inspiration on kind of some card making. And since I pretty much probably have all of the colours, I thought that was a good one. You can get colour wheels online that aren't specific to Stampin' Up, so the principles will be the same. And then, unusually for me, I got 2 of their card kits. So I don't know which one's in what, so I did have a look at these, I have to say, because I needed to open them up, because they come inside with like plastic cover across all of this part. So we've got here our instructions, and I think you're going to struggle to see this one, to be honest, because it's almost impossible to see in person, because it's kind of a white on white almost sort of look. It's got a very slight colouring to it there. So that's your instructions, and just to show you, it literally gives you, I don't know if you can see, gives you step by step in there what to do and what to use. So you have, and it tells you what's in the kit as well. So then we have these little gold dots, which are so cute, and I think those might be, I actually don't know what those are for. I'm assuming they're for sticking things down, some sort of glue, and that's foam dots as well. So then we also have, let's do the less interesting bits. We've got the envelopes, 2 different sizes. We've got the squarey ones and American sized ones, which are sort of like RA5 if you're in the rest of the world, but American is sized. Then we've got these layers that go on top of the card, and these ones have got little gold dots on them. I'm hoping you can see that they're actually foiling, but it's quite hard. Again, I can't see very well to tell whether you can see. And these ones, as far as I can tell, are, oh, they're plain, but they've got like a texture to them. So again, that's another layer. And then we've got the actual card bases. So we've got 2 sets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I think it might be 9 or 10 cards. I'm not really sure how many you make. And then you've got the interesting elements. So you've got the little die cuts, and it comes in different languages as well, so you can pick what you want. So you've got happy. So you've got a couple of sheets of that, and they pop out. And then this is a little bit more difficult to show because they're very delicate. You've got the vellum pieces here, and those pieces here also pop out as well. I'm not quite sure how these come together yet. And you've got 1 sheet of that, and it's very carefully put on some tissue. And then you've got a sheet in colour that I think that vellum probably goes on top of, but it's hard to see at this point because I can't see the instructions, and not because I think they're bad instructions, but just because of my eyes at the moment. Okay, so that's that one. So let me take you through what we've got here now. Let me put these to one side a minute because I want the instructions first so that you can see what we have. So this is, yeah, that side up. So you've got these lovely envelopes and cards there, and those sort of watercoloured ones that side with also patterned envelopes. And again, you can see a little bit more clearly here, I think. You've got your instructions on how to put things together. So we've got a little ink pad. This is Blackberry Bliss. Now, obviously I would have this anyway, but this comes as part of the kit, and it's just a little square one. I didn't know they did them like that. A reel of ribbon. It's kind of like a grosgrain type. Then some stamps. So it's got a little pattern, sentiments, more pattern-y type things. Then we've got a little stamp block, some glue, and then the little sparkly gems. I think these might be for the back of the gems, but I don't know. Not really sure. Well, they were in the other pack as well, weren't they? So we'll find out, no doubt, in due course. So then we've got the envelopes. Aren't they gorgeous? So that's the envelopes. Oh, and the back as well. Again, just so you can see them a bit better, hopefully. It's really sunny today. The light coming through is crazy. So that will fold. Obviously there's several here. I think there's 5 of each. But that's lovely that you get the pattern on the back as well. It's plain on the inside. So that's your card. And then you've got the gold foiling on the front there as well. So you've got those. And then you've got the watercolour ones. Really pretty. The little bits and pieces. So we've got a sheet of little, I guess those are where you stamp your sentiments. And then very carefully with these because they're very delicate. We've got 2 of these where the little flowers, and they're coming out already, so I'm going to be really careful. And then you've got one in the golds, and I don't want to pull these too much because I don't want them to fall apart. So that is the second kit. Oh, I don't know, I didn't tell you the names of them, did I? That one's called Expressions of Kindness, and the other one is called Loveliest Wishes Kit. So that's the 2 kits, and that is all of what I got for this order. So I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at the new colours and the extra bits that I got, and hopefully I will get some more videos up to you as soon as I can. Don't forget to go on across to the blog post if you want to see a photo of that colour stamp bit that we did for the in colours. And otherwise, if you like the video, I'd be ever so grateful if you could give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, etc, etc. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.